The Yoto Player and Toniebox are both certified hits with families all over the world. Both are vibrant, easy to use and super portable audio players that put children at the heart of the experience and, more importantly, get them excited about stories. The question is, which one should you buy? Given how similar both the Yoto Player and the Toniebox are, it can be quite a daunting task to figure out which one is best for your family. Thankfully, we've gotten really familiar with both the Yoto Player and the Toniebox, having tested both audio players in-house, and we've turned to our army of parent testers to help you figure out which one is the best fit for your family. Before we dive in, remember to give this video a like and hit subscribe for more parenting reviews, best lists, and more. I'm Matt from the Madeformums team, and welcome to Yoto vs Tonies. Just in case you're not familiar, the Yoto Player and the Toniebox are kids' audio players designed to play a range of audio, including music, podcasts, and audiobooks. The Yoto Player uses cards to play audio, while the Toniebox uses detailed little characters called Tony's figures. Both the Yoto Player and the Toniebox have massive libraries of audio, including audiobooks like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and music from bands like Queen and my personal favourite, the Spice Girls. Outside of the Yoto Player, Yoto also offer a smaller, more portable option called the Yoto Mini. It plays all the same audio, just in a much smaller, more compact form factor. But the question is, why would you want one? Both devices are great for reducing screen time, encouraging independent play, and getting kids to read more. They're also both great for travel thanks to the long battery life and range of accessories that allow you to take them on the road. They're made to make kids feel independent, with content designed to wake them up for school, send them to sleep, and even help them brush their teeth. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Both the Yoto Player and the Toniebox are fantastic devices and a great way to give you 5 minutes peace. So, what's the difference between them? Picking between the two will ultimately come down to your preferences. For example, the Toniebox doesn't include a screen at all, whereas the Yoto Player includes quite a simple pixelated screen. As we've mentioned, both have large libraries of content from familiar brands and characters. However, the Tony's figures used with the Toniebox are highly collectible and detailed characters that add to the play potential. The Yoto Player uses much simpler cards, which might be a lot less exciting, but they are a lot easier to transport and store if space is a concern. Overall, our testing showed that the Toniebox is perfect for younger children, thanks to the soft, huggable fabric exterior and the wow factor of those Tony figures themselves. On the other hand, the Yoto Player works really well for older children, thanks to its more grown-up design, wide array of features, and more advanced app control. So what about price? Both the Yoto Player and the Toniebox are quite similarly priced, with the Yoto Player coming in at a slightly higher price point. The Yoto cards and Tony's figures are sold separately and do vary in price. While they cost extra, the Yoto cards and Tony figures do expand the potential of both audio players. So they're quite similarly priced and they do quite similar things. But how easy are they to use? When it comes to usability, this is one area where the Yoto Player might just come out on top. With the Toniebox, we found the controls quite difficult to master. Pausing, playing, skipping and fast forwarding require you to tilt and tap the side of the box, which is quite easy to trigger accidentally and surprisingly hard to trigger on purpose. On the other hand, the Yoto's controls were much easier to use, with two very tactile, bright orange buttons on either side of the player itself. They have a really satisfying click when they're used, and thanks to that pixelated screen, it's really clear what you're doing when you're turning the dials. The Toniebox is designed as a screen-free way to help your child with their independent reading and education. That being said, even though the Yoto Player has a screen, it is really basic and simple and only ever really displays things like the time and icons related to the audio that's playing. The Yoto Player also has a couple of extra features, including a room thermometer and that night light we mentioned earlier on. So when you add up the cost of buying things like a nightlight and a room thermometer separately, it does start to look like quite good value for money. That isn't to say that the Toniebox is lacking in features, it's just that most of those features require you to buy a Tonies figure. For example, the Tonies nightlight feature comes in the form of a large-sized Tony figure that you need to purchase separately. I also just want to talk about the apps that you need to use in order to get the most out of your Yoto Player and Toniebox. In our testing, we found the Toniebox app to be quite limited in its functionality. The Yoto app, on the other hand, is significantly more full-featured, allowing you to view stats like battery level and of course the room temperature. While we would give the Yoto Player the edge on usability, the more limited feature set of the Toniebox might be exactly why it's perfect for you. Overall, both the Yoto Player and the Toniebox are fantastic and great ways to get your child excited about stories, music, and more, and keep them away from their screens. Our parent testers all agreed that either product would be a fantastic investment for most families. That being said, if you've got a younger child or are looking for a more toy-like experience, then we'd recommend the Toniebox. Between the collectability of the Tonies figures and the more child-friendly design, the Toniebox is the perfect screen-free audio player. The Yoto Player, although great for kids of all ages, has that really cool, sleek-looking design and a great array of content that makes it ideal for slightly older children. It's more compact, easier to use, and more cost-effective over time. And if you're looking for a great entry point into the Yoto ecosystem, then the Yoto Mini is a fantastic, low-cost, travel-friendly option. So there we have it. Are you Team Yoto or Team Tonies? Let us know in the comments down below. Remember to hit subscribe for more from Madeformums, and check out the Yoto vs Tonies article over on the Madeformums website for more information about both players.